This is where I work. This is the bottom floor of the building.
I can go in there.
And here's the way you drive into the parking area.
Whoa.
There's the parkade. You can see the water inside there. You can see inside the door there. This is the smoking area. That's the training building there where I had my class. And the arcade. Someone's car is still in there. This is one of the offices on the bottom floor. I don't know if you can see the reflection of the water there. There's the water on the ending on the rug. Some people inside taking equipment out, moving it upstairs so that it won't get damaged. Here's a pickup, one of the people working to help clear out the building and save us from the flood. Here's the street between the two buildings. There's the other building across the way and our sky bridge. Here's the street in front of the offices here. Wait till you see this park. Here is the access road to the parkade on the other side. This is the building I went to class in. There's the hospital over there, part of the hospital here. This is the parking lot that this gentleman's driving out of. He had to drive over the sidewalk to get out. There's a manhole that we watched all day from my window up in my building. Look at that manhole over there, Jim. You see that water squirting out onto the road? This is what's called, we call this the High Street building. And this is the Parkway building, and that's the Church Street building. All of these buildings had no toilets and no water for 1,100 people that worked here. Eventually they sent us home at noon, but it was nothing like this at noon. Here is Pringle Park. I played football right about where I'm aiming the camera here. There's a creek that runs between that light pole and these trees over here. It's normally about 15 feet across. There is the building there that we held our church conference in. It's probably about 2 feet deep now, I'd say. Way over there is a bridge that was considerably higher than the water, I'd say. This must be up about 4 or 5 feet from normal. And the bridge we're on, I don't know if you can see it very well. That stairway goes down into the park. And there's a walkway here that you can walk on to go along the edge of the creek, and it's not very nice now. Here's another glimpse of that parkade and hospital parking lot area. That's where most of the SAIF employees park their cars. Here goes Jim across the water. Push it into the wind so it folds back down and keep it pointing in the wind. Shoot. Here, just hold it like that. Now hold it pointing into the wind. Right. Walk across. Here goes Jim through the water, and of course me right behind him. Go faster or your socks will get wetter. Come on, Jim, faster, faster. Get across to the shallow part. This is the lowest place we can go. We can cross. The inside of that parkade, I don't know if we can get a good shot of it. We're shoot, where SAIF employees park their cars. You kind of see the water floating around inside there.
I'm done. Let me go reload.
Okay, here's Pringle Park again. This is the day after, about the same time the next day is when I came to visit with Jim. That is the same building. That is a building, it's a regular, pretty tall one-story building where we held church. This is the parking lot. That's the bridge over the creek that's flooded. That's where we played football. You can see the solid water clear over to that building. That building is the building I went to class in when I first got to SAIF Corporation. See, it's obviously filling way up with water. Oh, this is amazing. I'm going to attempt to get as close as possible to SAIF and see what I can see from there. And I guess they didn't want us to get on this bridge here. What does it say? Keep off the bridge. So there you go. There's the building, there's the hospital. There's the SAIF Parkade. Training building. So you can see one large river. This is the professional buildings next to SAIF. Now you can see the water's right inside. This is where they take x-rays and do MRIs, and they have some special other services over there. Here's the manhole cover we looked at yesterday, and you can see the road. Not surprisingly, is blocked off. You can see where the water's going down into, that's down there where it looks flat. That's where they dock trucks, and it goes, there's a ramp down inside the building, and it's usually wide open. It doesn't look wide open right now. There's a...
I was hoping that we could figure out a way to get over there, the water, pictures of water in the building, but I don't know how we're going to do that.
This right over here is an open loading dock. It's got some gates or something down below, but it looks solid now because of the water, but truck's back down in there. There's a swan or something over there. A crane. Well, I saw somebody trying to leave. This is the way into where we park. There's some parking meters along the side, and there's the parkade, and this is the training building again. You can see the water's just filling it up inside now. And here's where we're going to cross. Tammy's going to just step right in the water. This is the building where I work. You can see water just going right in the front door there. Yeah, and there's an interview room and some executive offices that have some water in them. It's hard to see the water inside, but maybe you can see it in the interview room there. Oh, my poor company. Here's water just rushing down, like filling a little lake here. This is a mail and trash, I think, drop off over here. I'm not sure. There's the dumpster. Can we point it out? I'm sorry, this was the the loading dock that is not level that they pull back into. I was looking at the wrong thing there before. We are gonna have some problems. I don't know if you can tell what I'm looking at here. This is inside of the building, inside of the office building. So there's a box. Or looks like people tip things up on their sides to keep them dry inside there. And if you look over this way, I think you can kind of see the water running on the other side of the building, through the building on the other side. I don't know if that's worth looking at.
Well, thank you for that bit of information now.
Come on, Taylor!